Bonjour, bonjour. We are continuing today with the regular RE verbs in the present tense. There aren't that many regular RE verbs, but there are some that are in common use, so we have to learn the pattern. Quelle surprise! But les bonnes nouvelles sont, the good news is that we can do the taking off of the ending, the RE, and then you have the right sound. Of course, for nous, you have to add on ONS, and for vous, you add on EZ. For il, elle, in this case, because all of these verbs end in DRE, when you take off the RE and add the ENT of the il, elle conjugation, you will hear that D. So let's take perdre and do the listening thing. Perdre, to lose. Je perds. Tu perds. Il, elle, on perd. Nous perdons. Vous perdez. And il, elle, let's hear that D, perdent. Let's see how it's written. Perdre, to lose. Je perds with the S. Tu perds with the S. Il, elle, on perd, no S. Nous perdons. Vous perdez. And il, elle, hear the D, perdent. The endings are SS nothing, ONS, EZ, ENT. The noun a loss is une perte. How would you say then using to? You're losing a button. Button is bouton. Bouton. It is masculine. It's also the word they use if you have spots on your face. Les boutons. Tu perds un bouton. I'm losing him from sight. Sight is, think of view, it's vue, une vue, la vue. Je le perds de vue. He's losing his hair. Il perd les cheveux. Most of the time with body parts you tend to say the plus the body part. Don't worry if you forget about it. They're losing their memory. Memory, mémoire. It's not a body part but it's part of you. Il ou elle perdent la mémoire. My football team is losing the match. Mon équipe de foot perd le match. Football is le football, but they tend to shorten it to le foot. Same with handball, le hand. To waste time, as in to waste a minute, an instant, you would say to lose one's time in French, perdre son temps. A lot of units of time are feminine. So we have une heure, an hour is feminine, une minute, a minute is feminine, une seconde, seconde is feminine, but here an instant is masculine, un instant, but time itself is masculine, le temps. Using vous, you're wasting your time, you're losing your time. Vous perdez votre temps. Let's not waste a minute. Ne perdons pas une minute. An expression. Qui va à la chasse perd sa place. There is no actual equivalent of this expression in English. It literally means the one that goes hunting loses their place. You say it when you pinch someone's place. It's a little bit like if you snooze, you lose, or you've got to be in it to win it, but they're not quite the same. To lose oneself, let's make it pronominal. We need our reflexive pronouns here for myself, yourself, etc. Me, te, ce, nous, vous, ce. I often lose myself in my thoughts. A thought is pensée, une pensée. Je me perds souvent. So souvent is an adverb. Adverbs tend to come after the first verb in French. Je me perds souvent dans mes pensées. An expression. Il y a des claques qui se perdent. Il y a des claques qui se perdent. It's a charming one, meaning there are slaps that are losing themselves. So if you're feeling really annoyed with somebody so much that you feel like hitting them, you might say this instead. Il y a des claques qui se perdent. Like someone's looking for a smack. Mordre, to bite, is a regular RE verb in the present tense. Je mords. Tu mords. Il, elle, on mord, no S. Nous mordons, vous mordez, il, elle mordent. Endings SS, nothing, ONS, EZ, ENT. Your dog is biting me, addressing vous. Votre chien me mord. Using to, don't bite your sister. Ne mords pas ta sœur, ne mords pas ta frangine. Don't bite her, still using to. Ne la mords pas. Don't bite your brother, using to. Ne mords pas ton frère, ne mords pas ton frangin. Frangine, frangin is probably used more by adults, about their grown-up brothers and sisters. Is it biting is a term used when you go fishing, as in to say anything biting? Any fish in there? Ça mord? Se mord, to bite oneself. I often bite my tongue. Tongue is langue, the same word as language, une langue, la langue. Je me mords souvent la langue. Sometimes my dogs bite their tails. Some is de, times is fois. Des fois, mes chiens se mordent la queue. Quelquefois means a few times. Des fois, sometimes, or you can say parfois. Another RE verb, dépendre de. We say to depend on, or upon if we're feeling fancy. The French say to depend of, de. Je dépends de, tu dépends de, il, elle, on dépend de, nous dépendons de, vous dépendez de, il, elle dépendent de. It depends. Ça dépend. It depends on you, of you. Ça dépend de toi. It depends on what you want to do, addressing vous. What in the middle of a sentence? Ce que. Ça dépend de ce que sounds more like ce que. Ça dépend de ce que vous voulez faire. Using nous, we depend on them, of them. Nous dépendons de, or dépendons d'elles. They depend on it. What replaces de? What pronoun? The donkey's backside replaces de. And where does it go? Ils ou elles en dépendent. I depend on it. J'en dépends. Is the donkey, isn't it? It's the sound of the donkey, the pronouns. I replaces a, and in fact other prepositions that are not de and en replaces de. Défendre de, to forbid. You may have seen the past participle, défendu, like défendu de fumer, is forbidden to smoke. Sometimes they use défense as well. Défense, you've seen it on posters, sur les affiches. My parents are forbidding me to go out tonight. Mes parents me défendent de sortir ce soir. I forbid you to see him again. Using to. When you use again or back in French, the French tend to just put re in front of the verb. Here it is see, so it's going to be revoir. Je te défends de le revoir. You can say de le voir encore, but this happens a lot. Revoir. Défendre can also mean to defend, which is more like the English. Why don't you ever defend me? Using to. Pourquoi tu ne me défends jamais? He always defends his brother. Il défend toujours son frère, toujours son frangin. Se défendre is to defend oneself. It also means to look after oneself, to stand up for oneself. She stands up for herself. Elle se défend. It's synonymous with se débrouiller. Se débrouiller means to get by, to manage, to be resourceful. My sister gets by well in Spanish. Ma sœur ou ma frangine se défend bien en espagnol. Or ma sœur, ma frangine, se débrouille bien en espagnol. Fondre, another RE verb that's regular. To melt, think of fondu. The snow's melting. La neige fond. Fond. You cannot hear the D. The chocolate is melting. Le chocolat fond. They burst into tears. The French would say they melt into tears. Il ou elle fondent en larmes. A bonhomme. Do you know what bonhomme is? Bonhomme is used for many different things. One of them is a term of endearment for boys. It's like saying little man. Ça va mon petit bonhomme? It's also used to describe characters like le Père Noël. Le Père Noël est un bonhomme aux cheveux blancs, barbu. Il porte un bonnet à pompons et un costume rouge. La veille de Noël, il apporte des cadeaux aux enfants. Is essentially a male character who has white hair, he's bearded, he wears bonnet is the word that we might use for beanie actually now, bonnet, not like an Easter bonnet, with a pom-pom on it, and a red costume. The eve of Christmas, the night before Christmas, is la veille. He brings children presents. Un schtroumpf est un bonhomme bleu. A smurf is a little blue male character. Un bonhomme en pain d'épices is the gingerbread man. And le bonhomme de neige, the snowman. Le bonhomme de neige fond. The snowman is melting. Une bonne femme does exist. A little bit outdated. It's referring to a woman, but there isn't an equivalent for this female character. Pendre. Pendre means to hang. The sloth is hanging from a branch. Une branche, la branche. Sloth is the same word as for lazy, the one beginning with a P, because they're very slow. Le paresseux pend d'une branche. The monkey hangs from a branch too. Le singe pend d'une branche aussi. Don't want to hear that D. Pend, pend, pend. The animals hang from the branch this time. Les animaux pendent de la branche. Pend, you think pend means hang, hang. We have the word pend in it, hangs around your neck. Le penditif. Wardrobe. We do have armoire, where you keep your armoury. This is a place where you hang it. Penderie, penderie. Don't exaggerate that middle E too much. Penderie, it's feminine. Pendulum is une pendule, la pendule. There's another expression, remettre les pendules à l'heure. It's the equivalent of to set the record straight. Remettre les pendules à l'heure. Let's hang him! Pendons-le! There's a thread that is hanging from your sleeve. Thread is fil. It's masculine, un fil. If somebody tells you to fil, 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 they tell you, right, come away with you. Fil, like a thread running away. Off you go. Be off with you. Sleeve is manche. Manche is feminine. La manche is the sleeve, but it's also the word for the channel between England and France. Il y a un fil qui pend de ta manche. A coat hanger. They don't use the word hang here. They use a coat carrier. Un porte-manteau. There's another to hang up or to hang onto, which is accrocher. Like you accrocher. Tendre. Tendre. I need to think tension here. So this is tendre. To stretch, reach out. Hold out, hand, offer. Hold out your hands in front of you using tu. Tends les mains devant toi. Stretch it, like a drum that you have to stretch over. Using vous stretch it, the it is feminine. Tendez-la. She's offering him, craning out, she's offering him her cheek. Cheek is joue. Elle lui tend, because she's offering to him her cheek. Elle lui tend la joue. Étendre. So it's like tendre, but it's to stretch out, to make longer, to spread out, and to hang out. She's stretching her body. Elle étend le corps ou son corps. There's another verb for stretching actually, which is used a lot. Think of pulling. It's étirer, étirer. Hang out the washing using vous. The washing is le linge. Étendez le linge. Let's spread out the tablecloth. Tablecloth, nice word. It's nappe. La nappe. Une nappe. We have little tablecloths, napkins. Here's a big nap. Or have a nap on the tablecloth. Étendons la nappe. S'étendre sur. To stretch oneself or to stretch over. Extend. Lie down. Spread. To last over a period of time. It stretches over 7 years. Ça s'étend sur 7 ans. Remember 7, you do not hear the P. 7 ans. It extends over 7,000 kilometers. Ça s'étend sur 7,000 kilomètres. Lie down using to and sleep. Étends-toi et dors. So the te becomes toi when you're giving commands. Détendre. So you've still got the word tendre in there. Then you've got étendre and we've got détendre. We are taking out the tension. Détendre. It means to relax, to slacken, diffuse. Think of detonate. Relax your body using vous. Détendez votre corps. Détendez le corps. Se détendre, to relax oneself, to lighten, to go loose. My pullover is going baggy, it's going loose. Mon pullover se détend. Tondre, O-N is on. Tondre, tondre. E-N is tendre, stretching out one, this is on. Tondre, tendre, tondre, tendre, tondre. Means to mow, to shear, to shave head. She mows the lawn on the weekends. Lawn is pelouse. Pelouse, la pelouse, une pelouse. They would say she mows the lawn the weekend. Elle tond. It sounds like your, doesn't it, when it's informal. Tond. Elle tond la pelouse le weekend. He shaves his head on Fridays. Shaving his own head, so it's pronominal. Il se tond la tête le vendredi, the Friday. We might say on a Friday. Let's shear the sheep today. Tondons les moutons aujourd'hui. As a noun, une tondeuse is a lawnmower, shearers and clippers. In case you don't know what clippers are. Let's have a look at today's verbs. Perdre, to lose. Mordre, to bite. Dépendre de, to depend on, depend upon. Défendre de, a couple of meanings, to forbid or defend. Se défendre, to defend oneself, to look after or stand up for oneself. Fondre, to melt. Think fondu. Your turn. To lose is perdre. To bite, mordre. To depend on, upon, dépendre de. To forbid, defend, défendre de. To defend, look after, stand up for oneself, se défendre. To melt, fondre. So you can also lose yourself. For the ones that are just mean yourself, I haven't added a picture on there, but of course there is se perdre, se mordre as well. I've just added the ones that have a slightly different meaning when they become pronominal. All right, what does pendre mean? Think pendant. To hang. Tendre, think tension. Okay, to stretch, reach out, hand, offer. Étendre. It's to stretch out, make longer, spread out, hang out. S'étendre sur. To stretch oneself, to extend, last over a period of time. Détendre. Think detonate, to diffuse. Okay, to relax, slacken, loosen, hey. Tondre rhymes with fondre, to melt. To mow, shear, shave head. Okay, à vous, your turn. To hang. Pendre. Stretch out, reach out, hand offer. We've got the drum there, think of the tension. Tendre. To stretch out, make longer, spread out, hang out. Étendre. To stretch oneself, to extend, to last over a period of time. S'étendre sur. To relax, to slacken, to loosen. Thinking detonate. Détendre. And to mow, shear, shave head. Tondre. Tendre, tondre, tendre, tondre. There we have used more commonly used regular verbs in the present tense. We first of all looked at the biggest group by far, over 90% of verbs are ER verbs. Their endings in the present tense are E, ESE, ONS, EZ, ENT. IR verbs are a much smaller group. They are the issing around ones. When it comes to the nous, we have the endings IS, IS, IT, ISON, IC, IS, and the RE verbs. Small group, SS nothing, ONS, EZ, ENT. At least all the plural conjugations all have the same ending, the ONS, EZ, ENT. So let's have a go at conjugating some regular verbs. Starting with ER verbs, we'll look at parler. Je parle. Tu parles. Il, elle, on parle. Nous parlons. Vous parlez. Il, elle parle. So with that one you can do the dropping of the ending thing, except for nous and vous, where you add on the ONS and the EZ. IR verbs, regular IR verbs. Let's look at finir. Je finis. Tu finis. Il, elle, on finit. Nous finissons. Vous finissez. Il, elle finissent. Can't really do that. Regular RE verbs. Let's look at vendre. Je vends. Tu vends. Il, elle, on vend. Nous vendons. Vous vendez. Il, elle vendent. Here you can do the hearing thing, but we have to add on to that last one that you hear that final D. So bravo, well done. All that's left to do is to look at some very cheeky, irregular RE verbs. À la prochaine fois, merci.